I wasn't even thinking as I extended the outpost. I was still reeling from my encounter with the warden, and mindlessly mining out the basement for cobblestone to build up the modest tower was calming. After the warden chased me out of the lower levels of Moss Tide's caves, I returned all the way to the surface, where I pulled out a fresh map to colour in. That's when I came across the outpost I was now working on. Just like when I'd started, it was a beacon and a rest stop, only now a little bigger. After a few nights in the hills, I finished exploring the small map, which had led me to the Grumpy Village. In the Grumpy Village, I planted a proper watermelon patch. I was always pinching the fruits, with Brannis's permission, and now there were far more to pinch. The gratitude that the villagers had for such building projects generally gained me a solid reputation, and even newcomers tolerated what they perceived as my bizarre behaviour. I visited the forge to tell the triplet smiths about my adventures into the deep dark. I wanted to get it off my chest. The triplets exchanged looks whilst listening to my story, and when I was done, Brannis warned me about that grim place, then told me why, but wouldn't have done were it not for the relationship I had fostered with them. For Brannis told me one of their deepest secrets. Their family, the heirs of the Long-Shatter's Royal Warriors Guild of the Sky Kingdom, were left with a single task after the last war: to defend that which slumbered below Welcome Peak. Were it to stir, they would surely not be able to hold back the tides of monsters. Be careful, be bold. I took what Brannis had said seriously, especially considering what I had discovered deep underground, but that didn't mean I was ready to move on just yet. Whilst gathering more jungle wood for Moss Tight's warehouse roof, I encountered a roaming wolf. She was in the middle of a hunt, and I saw Two Bones' tail wag furiously as he watched. I had plenty of bone on me for the saplings, and it only took one to convince her to join the clan. Mutton's eyes were as sharp as her wits, that were as sharp as her teeth. After Two Bone had to wait in Moss Tight's hall, he had been extra energetic, and a bit of like-minded company was exactly what he needed. Although the two certainly had their differences, aside from their wits. It looked like Two Bone's eagerness was not as charming as he thought it was. Two Bone wasn't the only one to receive some extra company after our outing, as I returned to Moss Tight's farm with 3 chickens to live alongside Bova. Decided that I wasn't going back into the deep dark, at least for now. It was fraught with danger that I wasn't yet prepared for, and if what Brannis, Fergus and Georges had said was true, then I could risk unleashing horror on all the villagers living in the savannah above. When I learnt more about the darkness that lurked below, I'd come back, and when I did, I'd come back to the croaking of the frogs in Moss Tight's gardens and the gentle splashing of the fish in the moat. Until then, Moss Tight's own wardens would keep the place safe and tidy. The caverns of Moss Tight and what I had explored deeper below had rewarded me with a bounty of gems and minerals. Dizzy's pack was overflowing when we headed back to Fool's Landing. I wonder how Fish, Seville, Enin, the cows, Aquilzar and the other skeleton horses would react when they met Mutney. At the time of recording this one, I'm 2 days post-op. I finally had my knee repaired, which was actually what took me off my feet in the first place to start Fool's Journal in the beginning. So it's come full circle a little bit. Saying that, I'm going to be off my feet at least for a couple of weeks now, so we'll have a little bit of time to get my head down and focus on this a little bit more. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.